Hi. So before we fall into silence today, I just would like to look at some extracts from Krishnamurti's writings. So this week I was at the Krishnamurti Centre in Hampshire, which I seem to be finding myself at quite regularly. And I took some notes. And this was about escape. So he said this, that was then written down. Then we shall see that the emptiness is not different from ourselves, that the observer is the observed. In that experience, in that integration of the thinker and the thought, this loneliness, this anguish disappears. So I'm kind of working backwards in the writing, this particular writing. In this particular chapter that I was reading, it was looking at emptiness and how we seek to cover up emptiness and escape from it. So moving backwards, further on, or previously, it said, with most of us, the difficulty is that we are unaware of our escapes. We are so conditioned, so accustomed to our escapes, that we take them as reality. But if we look more deeply into ourselves, we will see how extraordinarily lonely, how extraordinarily empty we are under the superficial covering of our escapes. Just to pause there. Radio could be an escape. Other sounds, TV, can be an escape. Activity can be an escape. So one of the things that we're looking at is stillness and just being. And allowing whatever comes to come. This is challenging stuff, at least I find it challenging. Because quite often we want to escape. I want to escape. I don't want to feel the feelings that I might feel. In this case, we're talking about loneliness and anxiety. But Krishnamurti, in the teachings, is saying, really, we want to face them in order to understand that they are part of everything. They're not separate, but they're part of life. So just to continue this, there's not much more. So being aware of that emptiness, we are constantly covering it up with various activities, whether artistic, social, religious, or political. But emptiness can never finally be covered. It must be understood. To understand it, we must be aware of those escapes, and when we understand the escapes, then we shall be able to face our emptiness. So understanding our escapes and knowing that when we are escaping, but also accepting that emptiness is part of our being, and not to be afraid of it. So, we'll fall into silence. and there will end. The thought that came to me just in the stillness, and of course the practice of stillness is about just allowing ourselves to be, to hear what's going on outside, but hear what's going on inside. The thought that kept coming to me, obviously influenced by the writings, was accepting emptiness as a reality.